Process every Thursday, 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. on REV-UP St. Lucia 95.9 FM. That's The Healing Process, Thursdays, 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. on REV-UP St. Lucia 95.9 FM. Let the healing process begin.
This is the healing process coming your way today, folks. When it comes to dealing with the challenges, the changes and crises of life, it is important to seek help early. Don't sit around sucking your thumb until that chassis is on the road. The earlier you seek help, the shorter and easier it will be because there will be less of a mess to deal with. Contrary to popular notion, counseling is not just for crazy people. It's for anyone who can benefit from an outside objective expert perspective to help them enjoy their little lives to the fullest. I am Dr. Phil.
Joined by me, Claire, and together we extend heartfelt greetings to all listening. First, right here in St. Lucia, especially those of you who have not missed one program since we started. To our friends in the diaspora and those of you across the globe. Maybe good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. We are indeed elated that you took time, because we know your time is precious, to join us today. Especially if you're a first-time listener or viewer, we welcome you. Whether you're listening at home, at work, commuting in your vehicle, or even lying in a hospital bed, we send greetings and hugs your way. We are hoping to touch your life in a meaningful way by offering the tools, the truth, and encouragement you need to help you live your life to the fullest. So it's all about you.
That's right.
So folks, stay with us, stay engaged, and let's begin the healing process together.
Okay, first of all, should we say we miss Kina? Because Kina needed a rest.
Yes.
And God gave her rest.
Yes, she
so,
did.
Kira, welcome back, but you needed that rest.
Oh, yeah, I definitely did, and rested I did.
Right. So we cannot emphasize we miss you, miss you, miss you.
But kisses. Mwah, 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 mwah. You got my kiss? Mwah.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So this morning, folks, every time we meet, we remind you of one of our goals, and that is helping you live life to the fullest, especially those of you with a background like Claire, and here we go, Kina. She have explained to you this type of background herself, different ways. We just make a wonderful team because we are here to help those of you with this type of background get out of the cocoon of anxiety and fear. And it is important that you live your life to the fullest. And who are the best people to emphasize that to you? The persons who have gone through it, and fortunately, and have lived through it and survived. They are survivors.
Yes.
And now they are in the helping community.
That's right.
Those with that type of background, they make the best counselors. They make a great impact in the healing community. So today we're focusing on a subject that affects millions worldwide: anxiety. That state of uneasiness that we experience. When left unchecked or overwhelming, anxiety can stand in the way of that precious goal that you're trying to aim for. Need to be careful with that. I am quite aware the world itself can feel heavy, but that's exactly why it's the right topic for us to explore right now and together. Whether you felt it yourself or seen it in someone close to you, anxiety or that state of uneasiness is part of the human experience. Don't forget that. Anxiety is everywhere today. In our schools, workplace, in our homes, and even in our churches. Oh, yes. Mm-hmm. It touches young and old alike. Talking about it is not just important, it is necessary. And Claire, the world is in a state of a brew of anxiety. Mm-hmm. The economic state of the world, the geopolitical state of the world, quite a number of persons are very, very anxious. And this leads to depression.
Yes.
And we need to reach out to as many people as possible. And folks, we are not here to play games. Claire and I, we are really concerned, and we are doing that for our people, those in the diaspora, and the world at large, hoping that we can really reach out to our heart before we go over the hilltop and attempt to take our lives or the life of others. So listen up. The first question is anxiety unnecessary emotion at all, Claire? Would we find it necessary at any time? Because it is associated with a state of uneasiness. According to Psychology Today, Psych Central, yes, anxiety is a necessary emotion in life. While often seen as a negative, anxiety plays an important role in keeping us safe, keeping us alert, and keeping us motivated. It becomes problematic only when it is excessive or persistent, but in balanced amount, it is part of our natural survival and decision-making system. Now, when you're on a date, like when I started dating Claire, the first time, there was that state of deep uneasiness. Would I find her waiting for me where we planned? When I got there, no Claire.
Give you a stone.
Give me a big
I'll
stone.
go wash.
Now, so kapali kuya wala chulba. So when I got there, anxiety natural would take over. What's up? What's wrong with her? Did something happen to her? So I didn't plan to climb York Hill. I started climbing every step.
Well, actually, before you go there, I was somewhere else looking to see if you would come.
She had to clear that up real quick. She just had to.
And I did see him and he looked, but I was too ashamed to say I'm here because I was hiding somewhere else.
Oh, okay. So,
I say ashamed or embarrassed? Embarrassed.
Embarrassed, yes, because of what was going on at the time. So I climbed the hill with anxiety, hoping that
that's York Hill.
yes, hoping that it is not because she really was not interested.
Right.
So that there was that degree of anxiety. Why? Because I wanted to meet her. I wanted to share my heart with her. So we are saying that anxiety is okay. But if now I stayed in the same spot and all thoughts crossing my mind and I acted on these thoughts, drooped my shoulders and turned my back, then I would be making a statement. She probably would have interpreted that this guy was not serious after all.
Yeah.
Okay. But Claire, when you saw me, what crossed your mind?
Well, I said, oh, he came. But I was still ambivalent. I'm wondering, why is this guy interested in me? Why all of a sudden, out of the blue, you know?
Yes.
I was, and you know, at that time, I wasn't so sure of myself. You know, my self-esteem was low. I didn't think much of myself, and I'm wondering. And you know, he had this big afro at the time.
I'm just imagining him with that big afro.
Yes, big afro at that time, handsome-looking guy. I'm like, why me? You know, all
There
these
we go.
questions.
Insecurities can make one think so many other things, actually.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there we go. I could have stayed wondering, and she,
You were persistent.
right, and that meant something. So we say that to say it is necessary sometimes. When it is overt, when it is superfluous, then it is unhealthy.
Yes.
While often seen as a negative, anxiety plays an important role in keeping us safe, keeping us alert and motivated. It becomes problematic only when it is excessive or persistent over a long period of time. But in balanced amounts, it is part of our natural survival and decision-making system. So Clay, help us out now with the attributes of anxiety.
Well, we can say that anxiety is a survival mechanism. Reason, anxiety helps us anticipate danger and prepare for action. It actually keeps us alert to potential threats because you get that little anxiety feeling. You tell yourself, I have to be precautious about
Yes.
the next move. So anxiety also serves as motivation. So we can say anxiety is future focused. It pushes us to plan, prepare, and avoid mistakes. For example, if you're worrying about an exam, it would motivate you to study.
If I thought of what you would think of me, it would motivate me to take better care of myself before I approach you.
So it can serve, it's a survival mechanism, but it can also serve as motivation.
Yes.
And it is necessary, we're speaking about anxiety, it is necessary for decision making. Anxiety signals when something needs attention. It helps us weigh our risks and make safer choices. Because if you feel a little anxious about walking down this road, you will automatically take the next road.
Anxiety is also part of an engineer's world. He's concerned that if I design that bridge and I design it to accommodate 4 trucks to the T, maybe one day it would have to accommodate 10 trucks. So this encourages the engineer to be careful, being anxious not to be involved in a bad design that would cost lives. So he allow more latitude in his design.
And when it comes to social awareness now,
Yes.
feeling anxious about others' opinions can encourage empathy and cooperation in groups.
That's right.
For example, if you're in a group, you will want to express your feelings to avoid those feelings.
But anxiety now might help you to reconsider your communication skills.
Yes.
Let me work on that. The last time I was there, I didn't do too well. So now I don't want this to happen to me. So I'm going to work on that. I might listen to Dr. Phil and Claire and go over my notes before I attend that meeting. So it is a good thing.
It is. Now, here are some everyday examples of helpful anxiety. Remember, we spoke about the part that's not that helpful.
Yes.
When it becomes monotonous and you continue worrying and there's no balance. So, for example, crossing a busy street, you're crossing the street. Anxiety makes you double check for cars before stepping off on the pedestrian or off the curb. You will want to make sure you want to protect yourself. A little anxiety, or in case I get hit or something, I better
Yes.
double check and so on. Some persons, they just walk across the pedestrian. They don't look left, they don't right, as if it's their right of way. But you have to make allowance for those mad drivers.
And just this moment can cost you,
Yes.
apart from your life, months at the hospital bills rising. Just this moment when you are alerted by your fight or flight system, which we'll come to in a while, you just don't care. And some of us, we pretend because there is a pedestrian crossing, that's our world. We can cross when
And
we
we
want to.
stroll across.
Yes.
Not me. I walk as fast as I can to get to the other
Your
side.
life is precious.
Yes.
Your limbs are precious. And you might not recover. So wisdom says, look left, look right. Pretend you're a little child again. Mommy says, look left, look right, look left again, and cross.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay, so what about a job interview? You feel nervous, right? Especially your first time. A little nervousness, it will help sharpen your focus. That's what will happen. And you prepare better because you feel a little anxiety and you want to do well. So you want to make sure you dot your I's and you cross your T's and make sure that you're ready.
But
But that's no indication that you will make a mistake.
right. What we must prepare for that also.
Yes.
Perfectionism is a sickness that will cripple you. And persons who really want to do things perfectly, they make more mistakes because anxiety will step in. I don't want to make a mistake. But it's part of that.
Yes.
At an interview, if you learn to laugh at this, then you make things better for yourself. You get more relaxed. For example, when I was being interviewed by the board of psychologists, or counselors rather, and Mrs. Duvay was there, and they were asking me questions, and suddenly they asked me, do you have any anxiety issues, unresolved issues? So I look at them, I said, yes, there is one. When I was a child, I suffered from childhood anxiety or childhood depression. My mother had to put me away because if she didn't do that, I was still after her thoughts. And they just burst out laughing. And they said, hey, fill of thoughts. And the atmosphere changed right there. I was the first one to be reassured that I had gotten. But some people enter these interviews too uptight.
Yes.
And it could be sensed. But to be a little anxious is okay.
It is.
What I did, I buried myself in my work before the interview. I was doing my work. I didn't think about it.
Yes, that's a good way to go. So what about health checkups? Wow. Anxiety about illness, it can motivate. Remember we're speaking about the helpful anxiety.
Yes.
Yes.
So it can motivate persons to seek medical care early. Because some of us, we wait till the last minute to go to see the specialist or the doctor, the medical practitioner. But for me, once I feel something that is not abnormal, I go to see the doctor.
Same here.
This is
because I want to be sure.
Madam Melancholy Perfectionist. I knew they will do that. And they have the propensity to become hypochondriacal. They have to be careful with that. It's okay to be careful. There's no question about that.
But I need
about
to
your
know
health.
early if there's something on the horizon.
But
Same here.
Yes.
to spend all night, for instance, if I have to take my blood pressure at the hospital, I learned recently that I have a phobia, and this increases my blood pressure.
White coat phobia.
Oh.
Right. So now I had to take care of that. I couldn't let that allow me. I had meetings with different doctors, Dr. Mills and others, and we put that in perspective. And I take my own blood pressure and I tell them, hey, this is my resting blood pressure, and that's it. So you're supposed to do yourself before needles. As soon as I hear injection, whoi! I would give them the, look, take. You parasites, take the blood. But now, spoken to myself, reduced the level of anxiety by not imagining them taking too much blood, the blood flowing, not stopping, all kind of crap. So that is put in perspective. But anxiety protects us at certain instances.
Yes. And what about meeting deadlines?
Yes.
Worrying about missing a deadline pushes you to complete your task on time.
But missing the deadline could drive some of us crazy.
Off
We
the
need to
wall.
watch that.
Yes. So you do what you have to do. For example, you know you have to get to work a certain time. If you know you're supposed to wake up a certain time, if you don't, then you're going to be rushing and so on. So you make sure your alarm goes off a certain time and you start off your day, or you have your routine. So there's no anxiety, but...
Persons take heed to what Claire is saying. Claire will alarm 11 clocks if we have to get up at 4 or 5 in the morning. Dr. Phil is sleeping, his body wakes up before all the clocks, and I put them off. Go to bed on time, yes, and I wake up, my body just wakes up. But this is Claire. She likes to be on time, she will alarm her clock. And if that's the case with you, you're supposed to know yourself. All right? If you have a melancholy nature, you thrive on being competent, on presenting a competent individual, somebody who's very, very uneasy when it comes to making mistakes. So we must learn that if we have a friend, if we are married to somebody who is melancholy, you wouldn't want to embarrass them in public. They would get very anxious. You wouldn't want them to question their activity in public. They would feel very, very uneasy, and it will become worse.
So we are speaking about helpful anxiety. Now on the flip side, anxiety can become harmful. if it's at excessive intensity, as you said earlier, that means constant worry, racing thoughts, or panic can overwhelm rather than protect. So when it becomes overwhelming, that you're constantly worrying, you're lying on your bed, that's all you think about. You go to bed thinking about it. You wake up thinking about it.
And you put the system into emergency mode. You're on your bed.
Mm-hmm.
A cow is not after you. No beef is after you. But you're thinking of that problem, what somebody did you, or what somebody might do, what the neighbor might say.
Or the mistake you made today.
The mistake you made today, you're in it over and over again. You have already apologized, but over looking at different perspectives, you're putting your being in emergency mode. What is going to happen now? Cortisol will be dumped into your system through this neurotransmitter so that the eyes could be dilated, blood sent to the legs for running. A cow is after you, but you're sleeping on your bed. Mm. That's why you get up, your heart beating. And cortisol now will put you now in a state of uneasiness. Mm-hmm. You will feel irritable very, very quickly. You need now a little recommendation. You need to get rid of that cortisol in the system. You do your exercises so that you could perspire before you go to bed. Drink a little ginger tea very hot to help you perspire. It will help. But if you go to bed with what you think is going to happen tomorrow at that meeting and you imagine all types of things, you are doing injustice to yourself.
Yes. And if it becomes chronic, leading to anxiety disorders, it can be harmful. Because when anxiety persists without real danger, it can interfere with daily life. Because whatever it is that you're anxious about, most likely you cannot do anything to change what has happened.
That's right.
There's nothing you can do to change it. It happened, and mulling over it, like the cow chewing the cud, it wouldn't make a difference. So you are putting your body in a state of anxiety.
It makes a difference, but the difference is negative.
It's negative.
Yeah,
I mean,
unfortunately.
a difference in changing the situation. Yeah. So we said when anxiety persists without real danger. So there's no real danger, because if you made a mistake, where's the real danger? Unless you harm somebody, that's different. But for example, in speaking, you made a mistake, or you said something out of turn and you feel so bad.
Why we feel so bad? Because we are fearful of what people will think of us. Yes. And sometimes the persons that you are thinking about, they're more mature than you, and they not even give that a second thought.
The people go to bed not even thinking about it.
We had a situation like that, Claire. You remember at the ministry, and this sweet gentleman, he prayed, and he was so concerned that he didn't pray properly, and then next day he was assured, but no one should, your prayers unto God, isn't it? Mm-hmm. But we're saying that to say, and it's important because many of you at your workplace, sometimes the boss says he wants to see you, and there you go.
Your heart starts racing.
But instead, okay, prepare yourself. If you're a believer in God, say a little prayer.
Or somebody calls you on the phone and I need to have a word with you, I need to speak with you, and you don't know what the issue is. Don't you think it's wise to let the person know, well, it's nothing serious?
That's right.
I normally tell persons, it's not urgent, it's
that's
nothing
right.
to
It's
worry
very important.
Yes. So you ease the person, because you don't know what way the other party deals with anxiety. Yes. You don't know what's going on for them.
But persons in the work environment, they should have learned in organizational behavior. If a member did something that was not in order, not in keeping with company policy, you're supposed to write the person a little note.
I tell the person, come to my office right now. Oh my gosh.
But just open your door. You come here. That is not in order. That's not good organizational procedure. And we have a responsibility. If we're going to tell somebody, I would like to see you, especially if it was preceded by an environment of tension. There was tension. I think we owe it to them to say, I want to see you, but don't be too concerned. We want to deal with that in the best way.
And we need to follow the golden rule: love your neighbor as yourself.
Right.
Because you wouldn't want somebody to do that to you, so why do it to somebody else?
And parents and children also.
Yes.
Yeah, as soon as the child appears from school, come here. And the child starts to get more and more anxious. So, folks, we hope that you're listening, and we hope that you can take care of this.
These are practical examples.
Yes, we have so much coming from the world outside already. We need to be very, very careful.
And it becomes harmful. Anxiety becomes harmful when it takes a toll on our bodies physically. Long-term anxiety can lead to sleep problems, obviously. You will not be able to sleep properly. You have headaches or digestive issues. Now, I know some of us who are going through that period called menopause. We may have problems with sleeping. So it doesn't necessarily have to be anxiety, but anxiety can be
It will
can take a toll,
aggravate it.
yes,
It will aggravate
on our
it.
sleep patterns. So imagine a double whammy. You have anxiety about something, and you're going through menopause. That's like a double whammy on your body.
Okay.
To be so much careful there. So anxiety is both an emotion and a mental state. In healthy amounts, we said it's necessary and protective, guiding us to act wisely and stay safe. The challenge is balance.
There we go.
Balanced. That's an important word. Too little anxiety can make us careless.
Okay.
What if we don't care? Not a little bit of anxiety. We can become careless and find ourselves in heaps of trouble.
But
or harm ourselves.
going back to the menopause reality, men who are not learnt in that area, it could set us up with levels of anxiety that could really take its toll on us. Quite a number of us men, we do not know how to handle that delicate period, chronological developmental stage of our spouses. And it causes a lot of anxiety, and it is responsible for the breaking up of many relationships during that time. So this is something that we would need to think about.
Yes. So we're saying the challenge is balance. Too little, become careless. Too much, it can be harmful.
Yes. Claire, it's already
You serious?
after midday. Almost time for us to go to the box, but let's just wrap up nicely. Think of anxiety like a roller coaster ride. Okay, folks?
A roller coaster ride. That's an
Yeah.
easy thing to think about.
All right. You didn't ask to get on, but suddenly you're strapped in.
You went on by yourself.
Your heart races, your stomach flips, and you're bracing for the next twist. For a moment, it feels thrilling, doesn't it? But after a while, it's exhausting. You just want the ride to come to an end.
Enough already.
Or picture it like a video game. You're tense, alert, palms sweating, try to figure out the right moves. The problem is, in real life, anxiety doesn't always tell you when the battle will end. Here's the good news. Just like roller coasters eventually pull back into the station, and video games, friends, video game battles eventually get defeated, anxiety can be understood, managed, and overcome. Did you have any stint with video games, Kira?
Oh, I'm a gamer.
Really? Doesn't look so.
I'm a gamer.
Is there a bit of anxiety when you want to win?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Especially when I'm playing with my brothers. It's my turn. Let's go. Let's get this.
She needs her temperament checked. Yes. We may have a sanguine there, we don't know. Okay. So, but only if we talk about it. We said, here's the good news. Just like roller coasters eventually pull back into the station and video games battles eventually get defeated, anxiety can be understood, managed, and overcome, but only if we speak about it. We need to ventilate these feelings surrounding that. For those of us whose philosophy of life is Bible, Jesus said in John 14:27, peace I live with you. My peace I give you. I do not give it to you as the world gives. Do not let your heart be troubled and do not be afraid. That means anxiety doesn't have the final word. Peace does. And we need to take time away from the games, the things that provoke anxiety, and the stressors of life. Getting married, divorce, computers, dealing with the modern technology when they break down, Claire, raising children, the stressors. We need to learn to move away from them. If you're dealing with computers for long hours, after an hour, take a break. You need to take a break for your eyes, for your nerves, for the minute emission from the screens and the equipment. You need to take a little break from that. Okay.
And that's why anxiety is such a great topic for us today, Phil.
Yeah.
Because it's real, it's relatable, and it's something we all face in different ways. And when we bring it into the light with honesty, with compassion, and yes, even with a little humor, that's okay too, we discover that we're not alone and there is hope. So our goal today is to understand it, talk about it openly, and explore how we can rise above it to
There we
live
go.
fulfilled lives. So
Today, you have your opportunity
Yes,
to
today.
speak to Dr. Phil and Claire about your anxiety, things that cause you anxiety, if you're experiencing it.
a number of us have anxiety about the future.
Yes.
Yes.
And you cannot really blame people if you do not understand the world and where it's heading to. Then that could remember that if the American dollar crashes, we can be in lots of trouble. Those of us who believe, take to God, look to Him, and pray for what's happening. But if you just go in a corner, sucking your thumb and not doing anything,
Oblivious to what's happening in the world.
yes,
Yes.
yes. Some listen to the news and cause themselves to get so anxious, worrying. People saying the world will end tomorrow. I heard that when I was a little boy. And that filled me with childhood anxiety. I was so afraid. So we need to be careful. We need to love people. We need to deal with them in such a way that we help them to enjoy this life that has so many twists and turns.
And you get up one day and wow, I'm in my 60s already. I'm in my 70s already.
Yesterday I had a big afro, looking. One of these days we must bring that to the studio for our onlookers to see. And I'm almost bald, folks. Look at that. Kina's checking. I have anything left, Kina?
I could count a few.
Oh my, that doesn't help, does it? So folks, now with the anxiety
Of
as it
course,
speak
we
in the
have
studio.
to have part two.
Yes. Let's now go to the lines, Kina.
So the numbers to call 572-9710. That number again, that's the studio line 572-9710. WhatsApp, call there as well 287-0971. We know that sometimes you may be at work, busy, you can't call. You can, however, send a message as well.
Yes.
So we'll respond to that as well. And a bit later on, the giveaway, $200. Callers, let us know what stood out for you. Okay, what stood out for me whilst we're waiting for the calls, Dr. Phil and Clarissa, is that anxiety can be helpful. We don't really think about it at all, but it can be helpful when it's balanced. That's the key thing that you mentioned today, and that really, really stood out to me because it will help us
take action.
As we avoid mistakes and take action for that. And the other thing too that you said as well is that I noticed that anxiety acts as a survival mechanism.
Yes.
Right. It keeps us alert to danger. And that's something else that you mentioned, and it motivates us pretty much. We have a caller already, so let's take that call. Good morning. Hi, sweetie. Hi, Colleen.
Hello, good morning.
Oh, Colleen, are you hearing me?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Oh, beautiful. Tell me, I missed you for a little while. What's going on?
I was unable to call because I was a bit busy for the past 2 days.
Oh, my girl was busy. As long as you're busy doing good things, taking care of your son?
Yes, I am.
Beautiful. All right, talk to us.
What stood out for me today was anxiety doesn't have the final say, peace does.
That's right.
Wow.
That's right.
Very nice. Thank you for calling.
Thank you so much for calling.
Give your son a hug for me, okay?
Okay, no problem.
Yes, you were saying something?
She's saying something else.
Oh, I'm always anxious before I call the station. Is that normal? Or?
Well, there we go. We said it can be normal. You don't want to make a mistake. But if you make a mistake, you must be conscious. Maybe I may not say the right thing. I wonder what Dr. Phil will think. All I know, I love you.
Yes. Okay, thank you.
All right, then.
Thank you so much for calling, Colleen. Have a great day.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for
as well.
calling.
Thank you.
You're welcome. The numbers again to call 572-9710, 572-9710, 287-0971. The other thing too, as we're waiting for our other callers, I realized too that routine preparation can reduce unnecessary anxiety.
Definitely.
Having structure keeps our
Yes.
mind and our body so much calmer.
Yes,
And
that's
sometimes
right.
some people just get up and they go, they're not prepared, and they're put in situations when you're not prepared. Oh, we have another caller. Good morning, Charms. Hi. Good morning. Good afternoon, rather.
Yes,
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
It's still morning on my end. Pastor Phil and Sister Claire, morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I would just like to thank Dr. Phil, well, as to right on the show, he's Dr. Phil,
Yes.
for a lot of progress I've made in my life, because I started listening to you from the very first time you came on Radio 100,
Okay.
and I attended your assembly for almost 3 years.
Wow.
I had meetings with Sister Claire and lady retreats and all that. And I realized that with your subject today, I used to be anxious a lot, and I'm doing much better right now. Because
Okay.
That's
as you
great.
gave an example today, if I had an issue with anybody, whoever, and I said something maybe that was hurtful, or maybe the person didn't even realize it was hurtful, but my
Yes.
conscience tell me it was a bad thing, I wouldn't sleep all night. It would be replaying in my head. But I don't be that way anymore.
Yes.
But I still find, still working on myself, I still find sometimes my past mistakes of overspending and things I did and were not appreciated, these things will just come back off and on to my mind, and I'll sit and think about it a little bit and maybe almost ready to cry, like in regret or pain or hurt. But I don't stay there that long. I don't linger on these things, as because I'm really making a lot of changes in my life. I want to thank you. It's not too much to hear the same thing over, because most basically all what you're saying there, I've heard it all before from you.
Yes.
And hearing it again is very important.
Beautiful.
But one little question I have, Pastor Phil. What I realize with me, if I'm there, maybe even in the daytime, nighttime, and I feeling like I want to fall asleep, I fight my sleep. I do that in the night. I do it. I don't want, like I'm fearful, not fearful, but like I fight sleep. I don't know for what reason that I hate falling asleep. Like I would just fight out the sleep. What do you think causes
Okay.
that?
This calls for more exploration. You may be associating sleep with a phobia, or there must be some phobia, some fear of where there should be no fear. But it would take more than this program. That would need a little session with you to explore. But what I can recommend for you is, as far as the anxiety and your progress is concerned, as soon as the past start to manifest itself, that's what I do. That's what I've practiced over the years. I literally shake my head. You're not going there. I tell myself that you are not going there, and I'm determined, and it goes away. And after you practice for a while, you start to manage your thought life.
Okay, thank you. And I just want to say thank you to Sister Claire too. I remember when I used to attend the meetings, I had so much low self-esteem, and she would tell me, look in the mirror and say beautiful things, say I'm beautiful. And I used to say, Sister Claire, I will not lie to the mirror. But now I'm different now. I look in the mirror more than I should and tell myself all these good affirmations, and I see I'm beautiful inside out. And thanks to your Pastor Phil, I've learned a lot over the years
Praise
with you
God.
guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you for sharing that with us.
Thank you so much for calling, Charms. We appreciate you. Colin Charms, thank you so much for calling. The numbers to call again, 572-9710, 287-0971. Actually, when she was on the line, we actually missed a call. So many things stood out for me, but I think I'm going to leave that to our listeners.
Okay.
It's now about 14 minutes after 12 o'clock, reminding you, listening audience and viewing audience, that at the bottom of the dial, we will do the grand giveaway, and someone will walk away with 200 smackaroos right here.
According to Lady G's, smackaroos.
Yes.
So that's so much that we discussed here on the healing process today, and I'm so happy that today's focus was on anxiety, because it's something that is part of our lives.
Yes, it's
we
everywhere.
can't get away from it.
It's everywhere. Even in church.
Even in church as well.
Right
yes.
now, I can challenge you.
Okay. Let's see.
Your pup, your dog.
Oh my God.
You will be concerned.
Oh, Snow.
Yes, now
Oh,
that
Snow.
so much time away from it, especially when it's drawing near
Yes.
to the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
And even dogs too, they deal with anxiety as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it shows up in Snow when I'm not around. We have another caller coming in. Good afternoon. How are you?
Good afternoon. I'm fine, thank you. And what about you?
I'm doing
Good
great.
afternoon.
I'm looking up.
Yes, that's the first time I'm calling the program.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for calling.
Wonderful. You calling from St. Lucia?
Yes, I'm calling from St. Lucia, yeah.
Okay, beautiful.
And what really outstanding for me was being motivated, choice and action.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember some years I was going through some anxiety, and I didn't know what to do, but God has a plan for me. He had a plan and a purpose for me in life.
Mm-hmm.
So I began to sing. I remember the song I began to sing, I Am Committed.
Mm-hmm.
And I began to sing that song, and I began to get over. There was a time I took my mind told me to go by the beach and just, go and throw myself in the water and just go and drown myself. And I say no. I got a call at that same time. And then I say, Lord Father, you have plans and purpose for me. So right now there, I thank God for that motivation in me and that choice that I took because of the help of God, that I am committed to do the things that pertain to God. And then I begin to write. So right now there, I am a writer. I write songs. Last year I wrote 3 songs. This year I say, God, I would like to write 10 songs.
Wow.
According to what I went through. So I want to thank God for keeping my life, and He has a purpose and a plan, a great plan. For He said He has great plans for us.
Mm-hmm.
His plan is not to harm us, but to prosper us and to give us an expected end. So I want to thank God for that.
All right.
So that's the first time I'm calling your program.
Okay.
Thank you.
Do we have, hang on a minute.
When you all saying the number, take your time, because I really had to listen another time.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank
we'll
you
do.
so much, Pastor.
All
Okay,
right.
thank you so much for pointing it out.
Yes.
So the numbers to call, 572-9710. I'll say it again, 572-9710. The other one's 287-0971. I have a number down, so that's okay. She didn't
All right,
leave a name.
beautiful.
We have some individuals sending WhatsApp messages, and someone says, one thing that really stood out for me was hearing that anxiety can actually be helpful. I had never thought about it that way before. Today, listening to the program, I realized I'm not feeling anxious, and that felt really good.
Oh,
I just
yes.
wanted to say thank you to Dr. Phil and Clarissa for always being there, supporting us and giving us guidance. Even though you can't talk back to us directly, it still feels comforting to listen
Yes.
and learn.
And we know that anxiety is associated with a feeling that is uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
It's a state of uneasiness. But if we are uneasy about something that we are going to do that is detrimental to others, it's good. The check. Hey, you feel uncomfortable
So
with
it's
that.
important to know the root cause of your anxiety.
Yes.
Because
But if it is
mine may be different to
yes,
yours.
if the root cause is fear, sometimes the fear is greater than the reality. We need to check. Well, it would be good to do that with a specialist in the area to explore whether the fear is worth it. It might be fear where nothing is threatening.
Exists, yes.
For example,
Invisible fear.
a phobia as far as heights are concerned. Sometimes I have to check myself. I'm watching a nice movie and then some guy or the other is on a rooftop very high and I feel this goose flesh and I have to tell me, you're at your home. What's wrong with you?
You're not the one climbing.
No. But my being responds to it.
Yes.
Yes, keep on calling.
We have another WhatsApp message from someone, and that
Yes.
person says, "Good afternoon. I'm listening to the program
Beautiful.
interesting. I'm listening to the program. I think the person meant every Thursday.
Yes.
Something I am interesting. Something I am be anxiety more time when speaking in a crowd." So basically, what the person is trying to say, I don't think the person typed it. I think they typed really quickly. So I think my understanding of what the person is trying to say is that they have anxiety when trying to speak in a crowd. And they also
Okay.
went on to say, "Thank you so much for the program."
Okay, well,
Right.
we got the message. Thank
So
you
that's
so
what
much.
it is. So I will take your name. That person is in the United States, I believe, or maybe Martinique. And we do have 5 contributors for today already. I've already taken their names down. But if you do still want to call,
That's
chime
fine.
in,
Go ahead.
let us know what stood out for you. If you just want to say thanks to Dr. Phil and Clarissa, you could do so as well. If you want their personal contact information,
Yes.
either Claire or Dr. Phil will give that information right now.
Kina, something I want to add. If anyone listening to the healing process listen to my program on Sunday, The Unprecedented Jesus, and they can tell me what stood out for them on that Sunday on the healing process, their name will go into that box twice.
Ooh, that's a
There
challenge
is-
right there.
Yes.
Okay.
So if you listen to the Unprecedented Jesus on Sunday at 8 to 8:30, and on the healing process, when you call, you tell me, and this is what stood out for me, Dr. Phil, on the Unprecedented Jesus, your name would go twice into that box.
We have another call coming in. Hello, good afternoon. You're live.
Yes. Good
Hello.
afternoon. Yeah,
Good
yes.
afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Thank you. It's the weekend show. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. You're breaking up
We
slightly.
can show that one live.
Yes, you are live.
Yes, you hear me?
Yes, I'm
Yes,
hearing
we
you.
can.
Yeah, I said the one that I sent you, the one I sent you can show that one.
The one that you sent me, we can show. That's what I'm hearing.
He's asking if it can be shown live.
I'm going through the WhatsApp messages and I'm not seeing anything in there.
Okay.
No. Whatever you're referring to, can you
I'm gonna
resend it?
resend. Yeah, I'll do that right now.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you. We appreciate
Yeah,
you
thank you.
calling. Thank you so much for calling.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you from me and Claire also.
Yes, and the call was breaking up a bit.
Yes.
If you want to get in touch with us, you can send us an email at thehealingprocess2021@gmail.com. Very easy to remember.
Yes.
Thehealingprocess2021@gmail.com, or you can send us a WhatsApp message or call us at 730-9009. 730-9009.
Okay, we're still here with you. Your questions, what stood out for you. There are others listening to you that needs to be others who need to be encouraged. So let's not be selfish. Share your experience. This morning I had to share my story. I'm very busy, but I think it would help others to be motivated Don't believe that when you meet somebody, that you meet a perfect person. You don't judge a book by its cover. Okay? Fortunately for me, things turn out the way I liked it. But that might not always be the case. So you need to check things out, be prudent. There's the wise Solomon who said, the prudent man looks well to his going, but the naive pass by and is punished for it. So in order to reduce your level of anxiety, you need probably to check out where you're going on that first date.
Yes. So, but we'll delve into the second part next week, God willing.
Okay.
But just to offer some tools.
Right.
One of the things you can do is practice mindfulness, and remember on another show, it just means living in the present.
Okay.
Instead of thinking of the past or the future. And deep breathing. Exercise regularly. Movement reduces stress hormones. You can talk to someone, a friend, a counselor, or maybe you can be part of a support group. Limit caffeine and alcohol if you're having problems with anxiety,
St.
because
Lucian's,
it can worsen anxiety.
Our people didn't hear you. Limit
Caffeine and alcohol.
Quite a number of St. Lucians are suffering with eye problems, blindness. Consumption of alcohol is strongly associated with that. Check it out for yourself.
Yes. And of course, we spoke about the routines. You can develop healthy routines, sleep at the same time, nutrition and relaxation.
Okay.
So we'll go over these again next week, God willing, but I think it's time for the...
Yes, to get into the box.
It's
Stay
the
tuned.
velvet
Drum roll.
time.
Kina, do the honors for us, Kina.
You said drum roll.
And folks,
Yes.
what would bless my heart is if you don't need the money, you're okay. That would bless my heart so much if you would say to Claire and I would like this money to be given to so and so, somebody who's in need. We'd be happy to hear that.
So
But
Kina
you're
will
entitled
do
to
us
your
the
money
honors.
to do what you want with it.
Kina will do us the honors.
Sukwe.
You might as well start do a song. Let's go. With your sukwe. Let's go. Sukwe.
Sukwe. Tunay tataba. Ule.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so I've done my job.
Yes.
So I'm now going to pass the box
No,
over.
do the honors.
You want me to
first
do the
today.
honors?
Yes,
Oh.
do the honors first. today.
Shush. Okay, I'm going to close again. My casukwe toujours.
Right.
Okay, I got a name out of the box, as you can see.
Yes.
There. For those viewing online. And the winner is Donalyn Fauché.
Donalyn.
Donalyn Fauché.
Wow.
Shailene.
Congratulations.
Wow.
Woohoo!
There we go.
Congratulations.
Yes.
You reap the benefits of calling.
Yeah.
Yes. Wow.
Wow.
And she didn't call today.
Wow. She didn't call today. Maybe she was busy.
Yes. Of course.
But thank you to all the individuals who called today's program and chimed in. We had a call. Charms called in. Colleen Emmanuel called. We also had, I took the number down. If you can, your number is, I'm going to say, her name is Viviana. Thank you so much, Viviana, for actually sending your name in. So Viviana Moise from Grand Riviere Rosalie, she actually just sent me her name. She called as well.
Okay.
And we also had another chimer on our WhatsApp platform, Miss Iphigenia. She actually chimed in as well. So thank you. We do have 5 callers for today, and your name will go into the box for month
February.
Yeah.
And
that's right.
And folks, remember,
yes, that was supposed to be for
This
this one
is-
is for January.
This one is for January. Yeah.
this is contributed by the sponsors of the healing process, members of Beacon of Hope. This is not a profit-making program. we really, really would like to make our contribution to our country and the diaspora, the globe at large. But I got part of my education from the government of St. Lucia, sent overseas. I want to give back. So it is to your benefit to listen, and it's a joy for us to give back some money to our people. And we're looking forward to doing that as long as you call the program and tell us that you listened and this stood out for you. And you have been doing great. We really, really appreciate that. So,
Yes. And friends, we began by comparing anxiety to a roller coaster ride full of twists, turns, and heart-racing moments. Or like a video game battle where you are tense and unsure if you'll make it through. So let us step off the roller coaster, let us win the battle, and let us walk forward in peace.
So I'm Dr. Phil with my beloved Claire. We're saying goodbye from the healing process for today, and we're looking forward to seeing you same time, same place. Bye-bye for now.
Hey, prêtez-moi joyeux un moment, s'il vous plaît. Est-ce que j'ai observé changement conduite et pochon qui cache à bilan? Ou ka pète toi souille et qui n'est pas calé? Ou bien, ajoutez et puis Dr. Phil conseiller et puis chez oui Clarissa conseillère à sous The Healing Process. Ça n'est pour dire la mode guérison. Tous les jeudis, 11h30 pour midi et demi. À sous REV-UP St. Lucia 95.9 FM. Moi, assuré ou pourquoi joindre ça. Fais attention, écoutez et puis changez. La mode guérison. Tous les jeudis, 11h30 pour midi et demi. REV-UP St. Lucia 95.9 FM. Souple, quittez guérison commencer. Sometimes the world feels uncertain, doesn't it? However, one truth remains. Jesus is still unprecedented. Join me, Pastor Dr. Phil Leon of Beacon of Hope Ministry, every Sunday morning from 8 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. on REV-UP St. Lucia 95.9 FM for the unprecedented Jesus. Each week, discover timeless truths, deep spiritual insight, and messages of spiritual healing, breakthrough, and unwavering hope. This isn't just another broadcast. Hey, it's an encounter, one that invites you to see the unprecedented Jesus as never before. Limitless, life-changing, and always near. Just to make sure you got it, the unprecedented Jesus, every Sunday morning, 8 a.m. to 8:30 a.m., REV-UP St. Lucia, 95.9 FM.
First National Bank is here for you. Let's make your first wish come true. With a mortgage bill